Hi everybody, it's Kelly from Loch Briar Knits, and this is episode 86. Today is November 13th. It's a Friday. Oh God, it's Friday the 13th. I could be pushing my luck trying to record this today. We are out at the Schooner house because we took Thursday and Friday off and just made a little extra long weekend out of it. So it is a very kind of cloudy day. So I'm hoping, I'm sitting about as close to the window as I can get without the light from the window glaring right in the screen. So hopefully that will do it. I did have the overhead light on, but I just found that the light looked really artificial. So I turned that off. But if it gets really bad, we can flick that back on. And I am actually, first off, I'm making sure I've got all my stuff because I don't have a whole lot of time and I know I'm missing something. What am I missing? So I mentioned in the last episode that we were going to do a 500 plus subscriber giveaway because we went over the 500 mark, and then since the last episode we've got a bunch of new viewers. So hello to all the new viewers, thank you so much for checking us out, and to all the returning viewers, thanks for keep on coming back. And I'm gonna do the giveaway announcement now so I don't forget at the end, because I do feel rushed because I don't know how long the light's gonna last. And I've got a lot to get through. So this is prize part number 1. This is a bag from the Loop, which is my local yarn shop. And the owner, Mimi, her mom knits these bags up. I'm trying to find the tag here. Anybody who's watched the podcast for any length of time knows I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably have like 5 or 6 of these bags. So they're drawstring, and they've got like a nice kind of material. They have handles, and then the inside is lined, and it also has a little pocket to hold any kind of notions, or sometimes I fold my pattern up and put it in there. So that's part 1. Part 2 is these little stitch markers that I had purchased a little while ago in advance of, because I like to think ahead. And do you think I can find where they're from now? So I'm so sorry. I picked them up on Etsy because I really, really like them. And then I thought, you know what? Let's see if I can. Those would make a really nice giveaway prize. So I ended up hanging on to them. I'm trying to get them all. There we go. So there's 5 of them. They're really pretty. I love like blue and white. Anytime I see anything like this, it just sort of reminds me of Greece, which I've never been to, but really want to go. So that is in the little pocket. And if I can get this back in. All right, and then there is a self-striping yarn from SugarBush. This is their Blaze line, and it is, I didn't grab my glasses. Oh my God, I'm so discombobulated. There. So this is 75% superwash merino, 20. I really should start over. 25% nylon, and this is their self-striping, and this is in the colorway. I'm not sure if they have. It's called Smolder. So that's going in there. There will also be a mystery skein of Loch Briar Knits yarn in there as well, and all you have to do to enter the giveaway is I'm going to put a little thread down below in the comments, and it's just going to be an Ask Me Anything thread, and that just put your question down below, and we'll draw from that, and I will announce the winner next episode. So there you have it. Also, these bags are just amazing. I love it. I had a really hard time giving this one away. I have the small sock sack with this pattern on it. It's the, actually, it's easier to show you if I open it up. You can see it, the little sheepies in the snow. So, let's jump in. I had mentioned on the last episode about thinking about doing a KAL in the new year for, kind of based on Marie Greene's book, Seamless Knit Sweaters in 2 weeks, because I really want to try it. So I thought it might be fun if anybody wants to join in. It doesn't have to be a pattern from this book. You can do any sweater pattern that you want. But this one, you can get it on her website at oliveKnits.com. You can also, I got my copy on Amazon. Yeah, but you can do any sweater pattern that you want. So I put in the Ravelry group, all of the social media links are down below in the drop down. So I just put up, I think it's sweater in 2 weeks KAL. So if you're interested, just drop a note in there. If you want to discuss anything, ask any questions, just pop it in there. I think I know which one I'm going to do. It is going to be, if I can find it here, is this the one I decided on? I should probably put my glasses back on. Learn, Kelly, learn. No, wait, not one. Yes, so I'm going to do the Pebble Bay simple pullover. So let's see if you can see that. So that's it right there. And this is, according to her, a 5 to 7 day one for knitters on a mission. So I am going to knit this. I forget what yarn I picked out now. Oh, yep, no, totally forgetting. I'm gonna try to remember to plop it down there. It's in my queue on my Ravelry page. So I think though what I am going to do, I know has these kind of pegged for 2 weeks. I'm going to extend it to 3 weeks because you know what, life happens and I just want to allow for a little bit of wiggle room. So if you're interested, just pop on over there. If you want to ask any questions, blah, 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 let me know. And then if we have enough interest, we'll look at doing that in the new year. I'm not going to do it over the Christmas holidays because I know everybody gets busy, and I'm not sure how busy it's going to be if we end up in a second lockdown or you know what it's like where you're at. But I think again, I washed my hair and now it's just falling in my face. Yeah, so I don't know what Christmas is going to end up being like, but I figure I'll save it for the new year just to be on the safe side. So I've got a lot of whips on the go. I have one new cast on. I have one almost finished object, and I have one that's about to be cast on because I have no self-control. And I have one project that I really want to finish this weekend, and I think I can do it if I could just stop knitting on one of the other ones. So let's dive in. I'll show you my new cast on first because so this is the Rivage. It can be made into either a scarf or wrap, and it's by Julie Hoover, and it was, Kelly, just leave your glasses on. It was made for Brooklyn Tweed apparently, and I think it was in one of their books, and I forget what it was called, that Wool something 2, I'm not sure. Let's see if it says here. No, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway. Here it is. Now, I'm only doing the scarf version because I only had enough. I bought the yarn first, and then I thought the colors were so beautiful and look so beautiful together that I thought I got to find something that I can kind of do them together. So I have been dying to try the Mondim yarn by, and I'm probably gonna butcher this, Rosario Rosa Pomar. I keep seeing people mentioning it or using it, and I'm just like, the colors were so beautiful. So, because I love my earth tones. I tried to actually get the gold and the blue as well, but they weren't available. So I got the brown, the orange, and the green. And oh my God, look at those colors. Oh, I love them. I love them. So I'm using the brown as the main color, and then I'm using the green and the orange as the accents for the striping. And here's where I'm at, because I just started this the other day, but it's been, and that's in one of my loop bags, one of them. So this is what it looks like so far. So it's curling up on the bottom, which is kind of annoying. But I am more of a cowl girl than I am a scarf girl. So I am just, I'm actually going to, when I get to the end, just stitch the two ends together, and that will take care of the curl. And I'm hoping, like, it curls in a little bit on the sides, but I'm hoping blocking and will take care of that. So here is, I'm gonna just stand up here a bit so you can see this a little. Here's how it's looking like. I love these colors. So I ordered the yarn from Aspastraco. It came in, I think I had it in less than a week. So that was fast. But yeah, I really, really love it. Now, I don't know, usually any kind of rough wool will really itch like here on me. But when I hold it up, it doesn't bother me at all. You can feel a little bit of like scratch to it, but hardly any at all. So I don't think it's gonna bother me at all, but I do think it'll be nice and warm. And I'm knitting this actually in my highs. I don't think these are highs sharps because they don't have like the super, super pointy edge, but it is a pretty, like, I don't know if you can see that because, you know, I'm autofocus. But yeah, I really, really like this. And it's a fun, mindless knit, so I can just sit there and go back and forth, which a lot of times, oh crap. I dropped it. Right. I really, really love these colors. So yeah. So I would definitely knit with this again. I love it. It's a little, wasn't that expensive as, you know, some yarns. It was, I think it was $16.50 Canadian. So that's not too bad. So I would love to get a sweaters quantity, and but I don't know if I could decide what color. I love all of them. Maybe I should make a striped sweater. So that was new cast on, and that's kind of been getting a lot of attention, except for yesterday. So anybody who has been with me for this year anyway, you may remember that what is that? My sister had sent me an email saying how she had wanted the same hat that Pierce Brosnan was wearing in the movie Eurovision. So I took a screen cap of the hat, and I have been trying to figure out the pattern, and every time I think I have it, there's a part where I'm like, that's just not it. So there's a part that I thought on it was moss stitch, and I'll try to remember to drop the photo in here. Because it sort of goes a cable and then reverse stocking stitch and then what I thought was moss stitch, but then when I'm knitting it up doing moss stitch, I'm like, that's just not it. So I realized part of the problem was, let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I do. I was using like a worsted, almost Aran weight yarn. So the stitches look bulky, and I'm thinking maybe that might be part of the problem. So I thought, okay, I'm going to drop it down to a DK weight. So, and I can't remember what that is. That might have been, this might have been a Cascade. I don't remember. I think this is what I used in my Courage shawl. So I thought, okay, I'll drop it down to a DK. So this is from Fiber Tales. This was, I think, in her last yarn batch that she had sold. So this is kind of it's almost identical to the color of the hat in the picture. And it's a DK weight, so I'm thinking this will have better stitch definition. So I'm gonna try it once with the, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do like a little swatch of the pattern to see if it looks like, if I do the moss stitch, if that looks like what it does in the picture a little better using a smaller yarn. But here's the thing, I made the mistake of saying to my sister, would you rather have it? Because she had originally said like this yarn, and I said, I don't think the stitches are really going to show up very well with this yarn. How about this yarn? And then she had seen my Oslo hat and was like salivating over the mohair. So I said, what if we did this? So before I have to continually rip out the pattern to try to get it right, I'm just going to do it in this first. Just do like a swatch to make sure that I have the pattern right. But here's the other thing. I had designed the pattern based on the bulkier yarn. So now I'm going to have to figure out what stitch count I'm going to need. And like I had kind of 5 sections of the pattern, and the pattern was 20 stitches each. So now I'm going to have to go in and figure out if I have to increase that, where do I increase it? How much am I going to have to increase? So I was really hoping to have this ready for her as part of her Christmas gift. I don't know if that's going to happen now, because if I have to figure that out and then do some trial and error, and I still have all of the other Christmas gifts I have to knit, then I just don't know if that's going to happen. So I may do up an Oslo hat for her to get her through until I can figure this one out. So that is in my Jenna Rose bag. I love these. I actually ordered, I I ordered I think I ordered 2 buckets and a bag. Or 2 buckets. One's for my mom for Christmas and one's for me. Because I kind of like when I have a couple projects on the go, rather than carrying all the bags around and have them sitting all over the place, I'd like to kind of have it in the bucket tote. So I thought I'll do that. It's my reasoning. So yeah, so that hat, I spent like all day or all afternoon working on it yesterday, and I was just like, the air and like heavy worsted weight yarn is just not working. It's just not working. So now I kind of have to start back to square one, and then I also have to figure out if the moss stitch, if I do it on the smaller yarn, is it going to look the way I want it to look? And is that the stitch they're using? Because I can't get a super clear picture, like, because I took a screen cap, so if I enlarge it, it starts to get kind of grainy. So yeah, I'm really kind of flying by the seat of my pants. So the other thing is going to be a cast on coming up. So I did, once again, sorry, I'm really like super hair dealing. I'm afraid of my hair today. I did Knit Vent 2020 again this year, and the shawl that was released, I think in week 2, and I'm trying to see if I've got a really good picture here, because I didn't, I'll show you these two. So here is, this is kind of a little picture. So it's made out of worsted weight. Yes, it's made out of worsted weight. It says you can also use DK weight, but I am going to do it out of worsted weight. And I like really, really loved the color she had. It's almost like a pale, very pale gray blue. There's another picture of it. So it's got kind of almost like a pale oatmeal off-white color here, and then it's got like the gold, and then the gold around here. I don't know if you can see that right there, and then sort of like a really pale gray blue. So I went stash diving, but I couldn't. The thing was, I really want those colors. That's, as soon as I saw those colors, I was like, that's the color I want it to be. So I did a little stash diving, and I just couldn't find anything. I would find it in, like, for worsted weight, it would be a little too dark, or I didn't have anything in the oatmeal color that was in that weight of yarn, so I had nothing there to work with. So when I ordered the Mondim yarn, actually, I went to order this yarn on a Spastricone, and then I was like, I wonder if they have the Mondim yarn. And then I just kind of fell down the rabbit hole. But they did have Barocco Vintage, which is a worsted weight yarn. It's 52% acrylic, 40% wool, 8% nylon. And it's, I got 3 colors. So this is oats. So let's see if I got my tags here. This is going to be the blue. So this is a little more blue than what they have, and this is a little bit darker, but I really like how it works together. So this is oats, this is twilight, And this is a name I can't pronounce, but it was like Tuna Dula or something. So this is what I have. I don't know which way to put it there. So that's going to be a cast on coming very soon. I'm trying to hold off and tell myself, like, do that one over the holidays. We'll see. I gotta get my Christmas knitting done. I still have, I went to knit the hat for my nephew, but I did not have the right size needle. I think it was I needed a 4.5 in a 16-inch and a 5. Was that it? Or was it a US 5? Whatever it was the one needle I did not have in the length that I needed it. And I didn't have it. All of the ones for my interchangeables were in use. And I find with the interchangeables, when you put it on like the 8-inch cable and then you put the needles on it, it gives you the length you need, but I find it almost like you're knitting like this as opposed to kind of knitting like this. So I just prefer to have like the non-interchangeables, just the regular. Does that make sense? So anyways, I did order the needles online and I'm waiting for them to arrive. So I can't even start those and they're not supposed to arrive, I think they said, until possibly the end of November. I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't. I'm just going to have to figure something else out. But my nephew wanted a purple hat and the only purple yarn I have is worsted weight. So I have to wait for those to come in. And then there was, what was the other? There was something else I need to finish. There they are. Here's what I have to finish this weekend. These are the ones for my niece, which have been languishing since I showed them to you the last time. I don't know what I just dropped. Oops. So these are fingerless cable. I almost match me. I blend. So I just have, I'm at the point now where I'm doing the cable while doing the thumb gusset, and for some reason that kind of freaked me out. I stopped. And I put them away. I would really like to finish these this weekend, or at least finish one and get started on the other. Because once I get past the thumb gusset, it's fine. It's like then it's just kind of the ribbing for here. So I just need to get over myself and get those done. That's my Alex Collins bag. I think this was her winter one. So that's my project for this weekend. So I have the hat that still has to be knit for my nephew. My sister-in-law wants a pair of mittens, and I have ones that were like a design one, and then I was looking at the Emily Foden's book. I want to say Knits of Winter. That's not right. Winter Knits? But she has a like the mitten pattern in there that's really nice, and then the mitten liner that goes with it. Now, I don't know if I'm feeling super ambitious and want to do almost like 4 mitts, basically. If I have the time, I might do that. And then if not, I also have a patterned version of a mitten that I'll do. It's been a long time since I've made mittens. Long time. Then what else is there? My brother-in-law's Gigantor Briggs & Little socks that he wanted. I don't like working with Briggs & Little. I just find it so, I don't know, just stiff and it's not comfortable. I find it hard in my hands. But that's what he wants. And his feet are massive. He's like, I don't know, size 13 or whatever, Bigfoot. And what else was there? I have a feeling, oh, there's my sister's hat. So sister's hat, nephew's hat, mittens, socks. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I did want to do socks for my husband if I have time, but his may end up as an IOU with a picture drawn. Yeah, so I've got a lot of Christmas knitting and I'm running out of time, so I really got to get that done. And they're all kind of littler projects, but I don't know. They just seem to be taking forever. So the other thing is an almost finished object. So, it is my Juist No. 2 sweater by AnkeStrick, and I have, I'm gonna back up here. Okay, here we go. So, that still doesn't give me enough room. What am I kicking? Okay, let's try this. Here we go. So, I finished the hem and I switched up the color about 2 inches from the hem, maybe? No, 1 inch from the hem and then 2 inches of ribbing. I'll hold that up, see? So this is in the River Rock colorway. I got it right this time. And this is in the straw colorway. And then I did the same idea for the sleeve. Down here. So the sleeve, yeah, about 1 inch-ish. And so I basically just have one sleeve left. And I really want to get this done, but I've got so much Christmas knitting to do. But so I kind of told myself I can't start on the second sleeve until I get at least a couple of the Christmas knits done. So I did get my husband's scarf done. I'm hoping to get the mitts done today, or not today. It's already like, I don't know, 2 o'clock. But this weekend, hopefully, or mostly done. And then the hat for my nephew is going to take no time at all. I just have to get the what are they called? Needles in. Oh my God, my brain is so fried today. I don't know why. So this is going to stay in another one of my loop bags with the ships on it until I can get more of a dent in the Christmas knitting. And I think that's everything. So, yeah, that is pretty much everything. Oh, what am I wearing today? I forgot about that. This is my weekender, which is, I think, the second sweater I ever knit. I don't really like it. So I knit this out of wool of the Andes, which is fine. I like wool of the Andes. I love the color. I love this part here. What I don't love is, I think I should have knit a size down because I feel like it's just too big. Like, I know it's supposed to be, I'm trying to get it in here, there, a loose fit, but it's just like, it's too loose. I also made a couple of mistakes, but I think they're on the back where I forgot to slip the stitch, so it's like a line through it. I would also, can't remember if I just said that, but I would prefer that it was knit at a tighter gauge, so I probably would have gone down a needle size, at least one needle size, and I probably would have sized down. And I think I made this small, but I didn't gauge much, so that's what you get. But yeah, it's not so much like the sweater pattern that I don't like, because I really like, I love this here, this detailing. I just don't like how it fits me. The other thing I don't like is it is like a bottom up knit. And I don't know if I'm gonna get back far enough for you to see. Let's see. Oh, we can do this. Okay, if I don't fall and break my neck. So I like my sweaters to come like to about hip, like right here. And this is like, it just kind of doesn't hit at the best area, the most flattering area. So, it's not my favorite sweater. I usually keep it here at the schooner house for when we come out and it's a little chilly and I need a sweater. I don't really like, I wear it for kicking around. I don't wear it out in public. So, but again, this was like, I think my second sweater. The Puntillo was my first. I think this was the second. And then the Tanya, which was a disaster, was my third. I think that's how it went. I don't remember what my fourth sweater was. What was my fourth sweater? I think my fourth sweater was the Rachel, which I like, but I wished I'd picked a different yarn. And then I did another Joji Locatelli one, which I'm totally blanking on. And I knit it in Stroll Tweed, Knit Pick Stroll Tweed, but I did it in purple, which they called indigo, but really it was purple. There was really no blue in it at all. And I don't like purple on me, I discovered. And I wasn't super crazy about the fit of it either. So that one's kind of in the, if I need something kicking around the house. And then I did 3 of the super simple summer sweaters. The first one I did is still my favorite. And I'm gonna message us goodbye. The first one I did is still my favorite, like the kind of blue and gray one. And the second one I made a little longer. And I actually like the length of the first one better. And so it's okay, I like it, fits good. But I don't love it. And it's also pink and gray, and I'm not a pink person, but I do like this shade because it's kind of a little grubby. And then my other one was the one I did in the summer, made out of SugarBush, their cotton blend. And was it cotton linen? I can't remember. And I like that one. It's the right length. It's made out of like a dark gray and a light gray. So I love the colors, but I didn't find, it's like every little stitch mistake seems to show up in the cotton. So I'm not crazy about that. So, you know, so I'm still perfecting my sweater game. The childhood that I just finished, I absolutely love. It's the perfect fit. The arms are a little long, but not enough to really bother me. I love it. I love how it fits. I love the color. I love the yarn. And I'm really liking the Juist sweater. I think that's going to turn out really nice. So I'm getting there. I'm getting my sweater game. One thing I was thinking, kind of looking ahead to next year, is what I would like to do is for my Make 9, have it all be sweaters. Which, if I can do them in 2 weeks, might actually be doable. But I thought that was, number one, a really good way to use up a lot of the sweater stash that I have. But also I want to try some different techniques. I would love for the last sweater of the year to be a cable sweater, because I love the look of cables. I like doing cables. They're hard sometimes. And I'm horrible. I cannot read a chart. I literally have to write stuff out. But I would love to do like a Guernsey sweater or just something like really nicely cabled. So we'll see. We'll see. So that's my looking ahead, Make 9, 2021. Yeah, so that is about everything. I'm going to let you go because there's no life blather. There's really not much going on. We've just been, the numbers in Canada, I don't know what they're like. Out west and central regions are really bad. They're like going through a major second wave, and we have 19 active cases in Nova Scotia right now, which, by the way, I don't think I mentioned that at the front. Hello from Nova Scotia, Canada. Which, quite frankly, is 19 too many. So I'm mostly behaving as if we're in lockdown again. I'm not going anywhere that I don't need to go. I'm pretty much going to the grocery store. I'm going when it's not busy, and I'm not going anywhere else. Our office went out to lunch the other day, and I was like, nope, not doing it. And I pretty much never turn down a free meal. I thought they could have brought me something back, but they didn't. So whatever. I'm just not doing it. I'm acting like we're in lockdown again. And I may actually start working from home a couple days a week. Just because there's days where it's like you really need to concentrate and I don't want interruptions, and it's easier to do if I'm home. So yeah, that's what everything is going on. Just mostly knitting up a bit of a storm. Trying to get stuff. I should just like, nope, that's not even gonna work. I should just pin it back. Or maybe I should just shave it off. It's never gonna happen. Anyway, so that's about it. Just slowly switching over to a plant-based diet, which has actually been really good. I feel already so much better. Just kind of cutting out all the processed stuff, and just kind of gradually moving everything over to plant-based. I find I'm actually when I'm not eating processed food, I don't get hungry through the day. Because I think I'm cutting way back on like the sugars that get put into processed food. So it's not triggering my hunger. So maybe that's why I'm eating less, but I'm not hungry. So just eating healthier. So I'm actually feeling good. I'm sleeping a little better. So that's been good. And that's about it. So my light is really crapping out here. So I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to enter the giveaway down below. Just look for the Ask Me Anything and drop your question down below. And then I'll pick a winner from that and announce it next episode. And then that's about it. Oh, shop update. Christmas colorways are in the shop. Link there. And also down below. So there's the two main Christmas colorways. There may be a couple more coming. We'll see if I have time. But there's also plenty of mini and micro skein bundles as well. And there's still some fall colorways left. So pop on over there if you're looking to get some Christmas colorways. And that's about it. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I will let you guys go and hopefully see you back here in 2 weeks' time. See ya.